Hello, my name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr., and I was born July 4th of 1986. And today, I want to say, show me the proof, show me the proof, show me the proof, show me the proof. Bring the proof to me so that I can see it. And once I see it, I'll believe it. And then once I believe it, then I may be able to get on board with what it is that you're doing. But until I can see the proof, I don't know. I don't know if I can try to go along with that. You do a whole lot of talking, just talking. But you don't do no showing. You don't do no giving me any examples. You don't do no bringing me any insight to be able to actually be able to see what's going on here. You know, how many of us run into a situation where we look at God that way? We're like, I believe in that guy when he shows me something. He does something for me. When he does something that I just can't even possibly think about even just ignoring anymore. It's right there. I can see him. He's right there. This is something that I've come to realize is super interesting about how this world works. That we always want to be able to see the proof, see the proof. Something that I said today that I want to see the proof. Something that we got this controversy going on in the dog training world that really, I can't not be in it because this is part of what it is that I do. And in reality, what it is that I do is up for jeopardy because we're running into a scenario in the simple dog training world that the same thing the rest of the nation wants to go into. We want the 5 to 10% to consume all of the everything. So 5-10% happy with this way and that way, and we want to make the whole everybody go along with that, even though we're getting a whole lot of success everywhere else, and it's going to sabotage and damage the remainder of everybody else. But it's what we do here. But it's just fascinating that I said today many times, show me the proof. I want to see the proof. When you show me the dog, then the techniques and the methods that you use is better than what it is that I do, I want to see it. Let me see your dogs. Where are they at? How come they always hidden? How come you're always just talking? How come you're always just behind keyboards? How come your video camera is not working when you're out there doing some work with your dog or taking them places? Because for me, I see that over and over all the time, that I never see the proof because I go out everywhere I go and I still see pretty much 10 out of 10 dogs are acting crazy. Then it really makes me think a lot about the whole proof of God. Jesus, show me some proof. Give me some proof. Then I really had to come to a realization, realizing that God shows us the proof all day, every day, in what it is that we got going on. He gives us proof, unlimited, an overabundance amount throughout our everyday existence. The simple fact that you're able to wake up. The simple fact that you're able to eat, experience some food. And some people, I know it's unfortunate for you right now that you're not eating all that great. And I'm on a mission in my world, in my life, to be able to figure out how to be able to change that for you. In my ways. I don't know why, but when I read those stories of Jesus just breaking that bread and feeding 4,000 and feeding 5,000, I'm like, man, if I could do anything like Jesus, that's what I want to be able to do. That's like a big plan, a big mission of mine. I don't know what it is, but we have the chance to be able to eat some food. We drink some water. We have a chance to be able to, maybe your life's not all that great right now and things are kind of struggling, but you're at least going to break a smile. Something's going to happen that's just going to get you to laugh. That sometimes, I don't know what it is, but I look at the Instagram probably a little bit more than I should. I put about 10 minutes a day into it, but I guarantee you this. Within that 10 minutes of looking at it, I'm going to get something that is literally going to make me just laugh out loud. I look at it, I'm just like, that is ridiculously funny. That's amazing. That's such a blessing, such a miracle to be able to be a part of. And that's more proof for me that another human being has done something for you to just see, for you to be able to get that, like, man, life is great. Even though you get out of that, it lasts for 10, 15, 20, maybe it lasts a minute. And then you kind of get back into the reality of like, man, I don't have food tonight. Man, I don't have anywhere to sleep tonight. You fall back into that. But at least you had that little bit of that, yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing. And it's something that I just say is there's more proof that God is here. Because in reality, things were just set up today to be able to just please you without you having to do much of anything. Majority of the stuff out here that is fulfilling to us is free. Majority of the stuff out here that is super funny and satisfying is free. And majority of the stuff that personally, I don't know what you see on your Instagram because I know what mine comes. Mine comes as dogs and farm animals. And it's something that I do know, talking to some more and more people just love some farm animals. And majority of that is just free out there to just look at and pay attention to and be able to see around. And you can pull over on the side of the road and just see somewhere. And you can go in your backyard and just find some squirrels or find some birds. It's free. And it doesn't cost us anything to be able to get that, like that's amazing. That's just miraculous. I can't believe that that's there for me. And I don't have to do anything. I could just have to stand, sit, and be. And sit down and just look out there. Or I could just sit out here right now and hear all these bugs do what they do. Then I get fascinated, like, ooh, what is that sound of that one? What is this one? What is this one? Try to look at them, try to catch them, try to learn more about them. It's fascinating. Super fascinating. That is just, to me, more proof that God is around, that God is doing something. You know, when you have these interactions with people, that you got good ones, and then you got some bad ones. Then you got some that are just like, it kind of starts off rocky, but then you realize like, dude, we're on the same page here. Why are we so rocky in the beginning? And you just come to realize like things are actually pretty cool out here. That majority of what we're fighting and battling about is we're battling about the same thing. That's why we can't come to an agreement, because we both want the same thing in the end. But we fighting because we think that we're on the opposite sides here. But in reality, we're not. We're so close. That's why it's so hard for either side to be able to just come up with this is where we're at. Because they're so close to it, because they're not far from it. But yet we have it in ours, oh, it's this and no, it's that. It's like, no, we're actually all on the same page. And that just proves to me, I don't know why, but more that God is real, that God is amazing. And for a fact that I can say something that I just greatly appreciate is we are all so different. We all have different desires and different needs and different wants. And just the differences in us is something that just is amazing. Because again, when it comes down to just looking at the animals and looking at the trees, they're all the same. When you see an oak tree, it's an oak tree. They do the same stuff. They may have a little deviation in what they do, but in the end result, they do the same stuff. They sprout out, they bring some seed, and the next one comes, and it's the same old, same old. The same thing, same exact thing. But we as human beings do an unlimited amount of things. That I could have a child, and my child is going to be nothing like me. And even depending on who I have a child with, it could be a completely different color than me. That it's not going to look anything like me. It could be a white-headed, red-headed girl that comes from me. It didn't look nothing like me. It could be just so different. It's so amazing. And that's just, to me, more proof that God is out here and God is moving and God is doing what he's doing. That he's the one that created this and made this and is allowing us to be able to be here to do what it is that we do. We're in a very, very blessed situation, especially today in the 20th of 23. People, if you still stuck on we in the dangers and this bad and that bad, I'm telling you, we are kind of in the easy times today, the most blissful times today. But there's one thing that I am going to say that is kind of complicated. Because when you believe what you believe and you're good at what you're good at, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to try to do a lot of pushback to you. They're going to try to just beat you down, try to make you feel like you're meaningless and nothingness, that what you're doing is not good, it's not right. And I get a little bit of that with the pushback of what it is that I do when I talk about God, when I speak about Jesus. Some people don't want to hear about Jesus, but I'm just so firm about it that I can't not talk about it. I'm so firm about what it is that I do on a day-to-day with how I take care of my animals and how I raise my animals and how I train my animals and I work with my animals. It's going to be hard to change me until you show me some proof. You got to show me some proof that something's better. And that's where me, with even speaking about Jesus, that I was speaking a certain way. You got to live by the commands. You better this, you better this, you better Sabbath, you better this, you better everything be right. And I was like, man, I was wrong. And someone showed me some proof. Somebody did. It just came to me because I was asking a question, like, something not right here. And I asked, and the answer came to me, and I realized I was wrong. So I changed what I was saying because I was wrong. And now I'm back in with what I have and knows to be good until someone else can come to me and say, no, Mark, you are wrong. I got proof right here that shows that this is better. This is the way to do it. This is going to be able to bring you more success. This is going to be more reliable for you. That's one thing that I'm going to say, that I will challenge anybody with my God and challenge anybody with Jesus. He's reliable. I can count upon him. He's always there for me. He's always continuing to just keep showing up when I need him. He's always making things just follow through when I need him to follow through. That he's just on it. That's something with me that I can say is with like, say, dog training techniques that I use. They're reliable. They're very, very reliable. When I need my dog to do something, he's just going to do it. And he's going to know he's going to do it because I give him fantastic food. I give him fantastic affection. I give him fantastic work to do. I give him a fantastic place to be able to live and be able to sleep and be able to feel comfortable and feel just at home. He's got his own home. So of course he's going to listen to me and he's going to be able to do something for me. And it's very, very reliable with what it is that I'm able to do, that I don't need to bribe them with nothing in the moment. I don't need to manipulate them with nothing in the moment. I could just get what I need to get. Very, very reliable. I can count upon it. And I can put them in sticky situations and knowing that everything is going to be perfectly fine. But I don't see that everywhere else. Everywhere else I see chaos. I see madness. I see just destruction. I see confusion, like absolute craziness. An absolute high level of confusion that I'm just like, why wouldn't you want to get out of the confusion that you're in, to get you into something that's more clear? And that's what I just have it in me my whole life, of just trying to be able to help somebody get out of their fogginess, get out of their confusion. And it was almost like me, that I was living my life trying to fix someone else, but realizing that I was just trying to do that to me so that I could be able to do that to someone else in the future. So it's just such an interesting thing for me to stumble upon, to keep it on working and working and going and never giving up. Because there's a day that not a day, but there's years in my life, years worth of days that I was thinking like, I don't want to be here no more and I don't want to do this no more. And then I finally got past that. And now since I've gotten past that, I no longer just notice that that's just me. I notice that that's a whole lot of other people. And I notice and I see that the most when we start to disagree with each other. Because you have it in you that you love living in your confusion. You love living in your feelings. When your feelings aren't actually leading you to the right direction, the right place. Your feelings are actually getting you further away from any sort of confidence, any sort of relaxation, any sort of joy, any sort of peace. Your feelings are getting you further away because your feelings are letting you wrong. Your feelings are really just slowing you down. They're not giving you the truth is what I'm going to say. Your feelings are really, really messing you up. But yet there's something that's been going on this past 40 years on our planet. That's, we should be living by our feelings. And if it feels good, you should do it. And if it hurts you and you hurt your feelings, then you should stay away from it. That's one thing I'm going to say is my Bible hurts my feelings sometimes. God, when he speaks to me, hurts my feelings sometimes. It gets in me. He's like, hey, Oreo, those are my eggs. He's like, hey, man, you're not supposed to be doing that. You got to come over here and do this. And it gets in my feelings sometimes when I have to get tough, I guess, when I speak to people. Because I speak with something that I will never, ever. Some stuff about the Hebrew Israelite, the peoples that I greatly appreciate. Especially the one guy that was just, I don't know who it is, but the dude just stands up and he says, we speak with authority. And I'm like, man, that is powerful. That is how we're supposed to be out here speaking. Not weak and soft and passive. No, we're supposed to speak with authority. When you know you got some good information, you got to speak it out with authority. And people are going to want to listen to figure out what's going on there. How you speaking so bold? It's something that I realized today about just standing up and speaking and realizing what the majority of people actually are doing. Y'all tough behind keyboards, but when you in person, you're not able to do nothing because you got someone there with authority being able to speak. And God shows up and he speaks, and we all got to just slow down and quiet for a second. That's how I feel when I read my Bible, when God's instructing me what it is that I need to do. That I need to, slow down a minute, sit back. And I need to make sure that when I go out and speak about that God, when I speak about my Jesus, I'm going to speak with authority. I'm going to speak with passion behind me and let me know what it is that I know, what it is that I know that is good. Especially the information of what it is that I work with everything out here. I get the authority through God of realizing what these animals are and what we're supposed to be doing with them. These animals are not my friend. They're not my buddy. They're not my son. They're not my daughter. They're not no human. They're not no child. They're dogs. They animals. They goats. They chickens. They pigs. They cows. They donkeys and horses. They mules. They emus. They zebras. They camels. They hippopotamuses and elephants. They animals. They are not no human being. I don't care how much we as a people today want to try to hug on them and hold them and think that they are equal to us, but they are not. And my Bible gives me very, very clear instruction on what it is that I should be doing with these animals and how it is I should be caring for these animals and what it is that these animals are for. They're for here to help me, guide me, to allow me to be able to get some stuff done. Not for me to just think that I'm going to put it as a superior thing than another human being next to me. It's something that I know is going on a very, very challenging, negative turn in our world today. And we got 10% of people out there that want to change the rules for the 90%. And that just continues to keep on happening. And that's something that just continues to keep on letting me know how confused we are as a people. How confused we are with what it is that we should be doing. How confused we are that we don't know anything that we should be doing. That we're so lost. We have no drive. We have no passion. We have no nothing. That we're going to try to go and stop something that someone else is doing, getting success, and not being able to show your success, and then just being in your feelings about that's not right. And try to shut it down and try to do everything you can to try to slow somebody down. It's an interesting thing out here that I've really come to realize. Because this Bible today is getting attacked. It's getting attacked real hard. And in reality, the majority of people that I see that are getting attacked, they may not even believe in the Bible. But for some reason, they believe in the practices of the Bible. For some reason, they believe in the ways of the Bible. Even though they may not confess the name of Jesus. They do things and they act and they move and they function in ways that Jesus is in their heart. They just don't quite know it yet even. They're still getting there. They're about to get there, but it's in them. It's in them. It's in them. And when Jesus talks about persecution, it's not just speaking his name in reality. It's doing and being like him in any sort of way. In doing and being and conducting yourself in a way that represents who Jesus is. It's a hard thing for anybody to be able to try to work with and deal with. And it's something that I think is an absolute amazing thing. Such an amazing thing that Jesus is able to be seen through people. And that's where the proof really starts to show for me. The proof really just comes alive. The proof just is out there everywhere for me, because I can see it in people. I can see Jesus in people. I can see him moving and doing what he's doing and making things happen. And it's something for me that is just absolutely amazing. It's just I don't know how to say it. It's just one of the greatest things possible. And since I like don't really look for it, but I just stumble upon it and I find it, I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is pretty nice. I like this. And I like being able to surround myself with people that are able to listen, able to see what's going on here. Such a fascinating thing of just the concept of why I just know that majority of people just say, I don't believe in no God because there's no proof. I need proof. I need to see the proof. But yet, for the remainder of everything inside of your life, you don't apply that logic. You don't apply that logic with anything. Show me the proof. Let me see it. You just buy into it. You just get into it. You just fall into it. You stumble into it with having no proof, with having no idea, with having no research behind you at all. You have no proof. You just show up and just think that what something is with no idea what's going on. So we live in a society today that we don't need proof for what we do in our day to day, but we need proof of God to know that God is real. To me, I don't know how to say it other than that's silly to me today, the way that I see life. You know, I didn't always think this way and feel this way and be this way. There was a day that I would say, you know, show me the proof, where's God and this and that, and realize that I didn't see it, it ain't there, that Bible's stupid, that Bible's fake, that Bible ain't real, ain't nothing about it, but I just stumbled into something myself that I found the proof. And for me, I have a real good understanding of who God truly is, that he's going to show you the proof. He may not show what it is for you, for the whole world, but he's going to show it to you. And then in reality, what's going to start happening is he's going to show you the proof, and then you're going to start showing that to the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is going to have no choice but to just have to say like, man, what is going on here? Because you are completely different. You don't do what you used to do. You don't talk how you used to talk. You ain't no shy, shut down little boy like you used to be. How you staying up with so much authority at this point? How are you able to get some stuff done the way you get it done? With no hesitation, which is just following through. You say you're going to do it, and you do it, and you get it done, and you make it happen. How do you do that? How do you end up in a situation like that? How are you actually able to take criticism and just continue to keep on moving forward? Continue to keep on making some stuff happen? How do you do that? The world's going to see it. And that's a very interesting thing that I really, really greatly appreciate. And I greatly appreciate being able to do this right here, talk on this video camera thing here and send it and put it onto the internet so more and more people can be able to see, especially the people that are really, really, really close to me. The really people that are really close to me. You know, I mean, you really, really know me. Like I grew up with you, we grew up, we was friends, we did stuff together. You're going to say like, what's going on with this guy? This guy is doing some different stuff because Jesus did something to me. And since he's done something to me, I'm allowing him and allowing him to be able to use me to be able to show himself and expose himself to other people around. Just to get one or two other people to just say, hey, that's crazy, man. How are you able to do that? Just for you to question it yourself. Not even try to come to me and even ask no questions. Just on the side, just on the, on the down low, just start asking for Jesus for your own self. You ain't gotta say nothing big about it up front. Just see what's going on. Ask him for some assistance. Ask for some help. See what he would do for you. And see what he's already been doing for you. You're alive. You're here. Something I'm going to say is super magical. You couldn't be here without the grace of your father and your mother. And especially for most all, but not all. But in reality, for every single human being to be able to be here today. I don't know when the fake milk was created, but for every human being to be here today, we needed a woman. Well, I know that we need some men to be able to make it happen, but a man can make a child be alive. But a man can't make a child continue to be alive. We need a woman to continue the child to be alive. So for everyone to even be able to be in existence today, we needed that woman. We needed her. We had no choice. She's the supply of food. And that's a miracle in itself, that you were able to be here because of what someone has done for you. And they didn't have to. They could have done what some of these, I'm just going to say that, ruthless mothers out here do. Just throw their babies in the trash can, bury them somewhere else. They leave them in the closet. They don't take care of them. They don't do nothing with them. They just give up on them and just let them die. But for the most part, that almost 100% rate, there's always going to be that little bit in there. But that little bit in there is nowhere near the whole masses. That when that child is here, somehow it's able to make it and grow. And that is dependent upon, in reality, I get the whole concept of daddy's raising your kids and stuff, but I'm telling you, A guy just could not to get us all existence to be here today. He just got the kid born, but we needed a woman. And that alone shows me who God is. Because you are able to get past the hard times. You're able to get through the times of how to be able to take care of yourself, how to be able to do for yourself. And so what if you in a household where things just aren't all that great and all that best? You making it, you doing it, you surviving, you thriving. Stuff's moving forward for you. It's an absolutely amazing thing. It's a blessing. And that to me is showing more proof of who God is. Proof that God didn't give up on you because your mother didn't give up on you. She allowed you to continue to keep on eating. And I can say for majority of the kids my age, you 30s, upper 30s, you in your 40s, we didn't have that fake milk stuff. We had our mothers that had to be able to do something for us. We had a woman that had to be able to do something for us. It wasn't nothing else out there. And that's something that is just absolutely amazing. That is just it. I don't know how to put words in that in reality. That's proof to me of how we're here and what we're doing and how amazing it is for us to be able to be here. Because I watch this stuff with these animals out here and how they raise their kids and what they do. They don't in reality teach them how to do anything. They just know how to do it. So a cow gives birth to his calf, and the calf already just knows, eat grass, drink water. But no, we don't do that as human beings. We got a lot to learn to figure out how to be able to do life, especially here. Oh my goodness, in the year of the 2023, you no longer can just have a simple just wake up and you got work out there to work in the field and be able to take care of. No, now you need to be a technical skilled person to be able to do anything today. I mean, you can't even work at a fast food place without having some sort of technical skills. Granted, it's not that complicated to figure them out, but they still have to train you how to do something to be able to make something happen. That everything we do today is highly technical. It's no longer just a simple just pull this and cut the head off and throw it in the bin. Now you're making a living now. No, it's not that simple. And that's the start in reality, that you would have to somehow figure out how to be able to plant it, how to take care of it, and then figure out how to process it, and figure out how to store it, and figure out how to do everything with it. But up front, in reality, you use a kid, you just go out there and cut the head of the lettuce off and rinse it, throw it over there. Someone else will take care of it. Your job is done. You can make a living. But today, we have to do some very complex things. Very complex things. And that even more shows me and proves to me that God is real, that I was created way differently than any of these simple-minded animals out here are all about anything about them. That the animals just do what animals do. My dog, he's been bred to, my Border Collie worked to, you even know Border Collie, Oreo? You definitely do. You're going to come running up over here. But Border Collie knows he's been working with chasing and moving and maneuvering animals. So he just knows. He's born and he came out here and he knew what to do before I even really had even show him what to do. The dude was already chasing the goats. He was already chasing the chickens. He was already trying to put them somewhere. He just knew. His work is already in him. No one in reality had to do too much teaching to him. He just knew how to make it happen. But us as human beings, we can't do that, especially in the days of today. And the days of today are the days that really let me know how true God actually truly is, how real he actually is, how much his existence is in everything out here. Everything. And he shows me the proof all the time. I see the proof all the time, everywhere, with everything I see out here going on. And for me, if someone wants me to change into doing what you're doing, I need you to show me the proof. I need you to show me something, anything, to get me to have a good understanding of what it is that you're doing, that I need to switch and be able to go to that. And then once you can show me that proof, then I'll consider it. If not, have to just change because you've shown me that proof. But until then, stop trying to get the rest of the world and everyone else to do what it is that you do. If you're not able to show any sort of proof behind it, you're not able to do anything to be able to show anyone that you're actually getting any sort of success from it. I want to see it. I want to see it. And once I see it, then I'll just finally be able to just get some rest. There's a guy that I really, really appreciate watching on YouTube. He likes for people to challenge him on his theology on the Bible. And he says, if I'm wrong, I'll delete my channel and I'll make a video to apologize for what I was just saying. But if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, that's what I like. I like when people are like that they are dead set in, that they speak with authority, that he knows he's right. Not that you want to be a know-it-all and have it all, but there's some things that we just can't challenge because no one else has any other proof about it. But when someone else can show you that proof, to show you like, here it is, man, here, this is it. Then we have no choice but to just look at it and just say, oh, okay. But when you see in your face the proof that's working, the success is happening, you got to kind of just shut up in that stage. You kind of got to just not even have any more input in reality because you can see it in your face. It's right there. And something to me is just absolutely fascinating. And with that, I just want to say thank you for a very interesting day for me today. To be able to be around some people to really let me know that, again, let me know where I'm headed in the future of my life. And being able to just say, Johnny, those are my eggs. And allow me to just be able to see some more stuff and allow me to be able to just stand up for what it is that I know is right. And it's not right for me, but it's right for what it is that I need it to be right for. That some people are out here hurting and struggling. Some people out here are desperate and begging. And I need to make sure that what I'm doing is able to help you. And I know for a fact that what it is that I do is able to help you out. Not only just trying to talk to you about who Jesus is, but also talk to you about how to work some animals. Not even just the dog, but I could give you some very good insight on some chicken, on some donkeys, on some horses, on some cows, on some everything. And I'm very, very, very involved with all of it. That I've got the proof to show you. That anybody can come here and challenge me on that. And I've got the proof to show you. And until you can come to me and show me a different way that's better or easier or more efficient, I'm all on board. I'm watching. I'm studying. I pay attention. I'm just thankful to be able to just know that we're always going to be challenged. But what are you going to do when you do get that challenge? You just going to run away? Or are you going to actually be able to come up and be able to stand for yourself? And that's something that I realized about myself today. I'm not going to run away. I want to see it. I'm going to stand up for myself because I believe in what it is that I believe in. Thank you.